Good afternoon. It's Walt the Motivator coming at you again during another lunchtime. This is my lunch hour, and I'm glad to share it with you. I'm so glad that you came along to hear some motivating words. I'll tell you one thing, it is a lot warmer out here today than it was the past few days. Right now, it's a blistering 32 degrees outside. Yes, it feels comparatively nice. I don't know if you could say 32 degrees is nice and cool. It is definitely cold in some regions, and it's slated to get a lot colder over this weekend. So you guys do what you need to do to kind of batten down the hatches. Make sure your pipes are in order. Maybe keep a little drip going so they won't freeze up. Make sure you dress accordingly. This is winter time, folks. This is winter. And so you need to dress accordingly, dress according to the seasons. See, when you fight the seasons, you're not going to win. The seasons change and they come around and they cycle around every year. We know winter is coming. And now listen, there's going to be some cold air and cold weather in places that haven't seen it in over 200 years. So people in Florida, people in Texas, people down in that area that haven't seen this kind of cold weather, I want you to get ready. Make sure you buy something or find something to bundle up in. Don't go outside walking around like it's summertime. Dress according to the season. Because when you try to defy the season, when you try to define what comes around in nature, I'm going to guarantee you're probably going to lose. I mean, we build houses to house ourselves and to keep us warm. But if you go outside, you run yourself outside in a t-shirt and short leg pants in sub-zero weather, then something bad may happen to you, especially when you're not used to that kind of weather. For my viewers who are in the Nordic regions, you guys may be used to that and accustomed to that because throughout the generations or whatever, you've been raised in that and that's your area. But for the people in Florida, you hear me? Florida, Texas, down south, Alabama. Okay, I know you guys have not seen what is coming your way. You are not going to be accustomed to what's headed your way. So get ready, button up, get a shirt, get a jacket, get a coat, get a scarf, get some gloves and boots or whatever you need to do to stay warm. Don't fight the season, okay? They are coming whether you want it or not. Oh, man. I was thinking about the people who are homeless. I was thinking about the people who aren't able to get shelter. Some people who are called street people or whatever. Some even families who are living on the streets. My heart goes out to them because this kind of weather, it is rough. It is rough. I hate to see children standing out there in the cold weather. And I know them and their families may not have anywhere to go. If you're able to do what you can to help around your city, do what you can to serve. You might not be able to give everybody a $5 that's asking for it or whatever, but help people, help find an organization, a community center, a shelter or something that you may be able to donate your time, donate some energy to, and help the people who can't help themselves. There's always going to be that element of life. The people who are not able or who can't for some reason or other help themselves. So I believe it's partly our duty. Yeah. For those of us who have done better to help others. I got to think about myself, how I was in a situation where everything was provided for me by an institution. Everything that they gave me, every need, every whatever was provided for me. A roof over my head, shower, soap, food. shelter, whatever, was provided to me by an institution. Now, did I want to be in that institution? No, I didn't want to be, but I had to figure out how to live and how to survive, and not only survive, but how to thrive in an institution type setting that may have proven to be negative for some people. But I was determined that I was going to take a positive experience out of it, no matter how long it took. Do you hear me? No matter how long. So when you decide in your heart and in your mind that you're going to do better, that you are going to be better, then it doesn't matter how long. You're determined to be something better. You're determined to be something different than what you had been experiencing. So you knew in your mind that you had to turn this around. I want to ask you a question today. What was your worst moment? Yes, what was your worst moment? Now, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to drop that part in the comments or anything like that. But what I want to ask you, and you think about it, what was your worst moment? Now, I'm going to let you know a few things about that worst moment. You do not have to be defined by your worst moment. You don't have to park at that place of pain. You don't have to stay locked in at that worst moment. Sometimes the prisons that we are in are prisons of our own making. In other words, we have constructed the barriers in our life and the bars on the windows of our life and the doors of our lives by which we cannot escape because we live in that worst moment. That worst moment sometimes has memories so painful that we do not even want to approach thinking about it anymore. We back up at thought of that worst moment. We shy away from the thought of that worst moment. But in order to get past that first moment, you're going to have to bust through it some kind of way, whether it be by therapy, church, counseling, or whatever helps you get past that barrier of your worst moment. Because that worst moment is like a prison cell that keeps you locked in a feedback loop of time. And you can't jump out of it because it's got you locked down. That worst moment can handcuff you from doing the good things that your life has the potential to do. That worst moment can shackle your feet and ankles to keep you from walking free to help set others free. That worst moment. So now I want you to picture in your mind that you are able to break through, that you are able to break free from that worst moment. Find a book that helps you out. There's all kinds of self-help books that can help you. But I want you to know something. We are better together. We are better as a community. We are better as a unit and not separate. So in order to break out of that worst moment, I'm going to need you to do something that is real brave. I need you to stick your hand through the bars of that prison so that those handcuffs can be unlocked. I'm going to need you to stick your feet outside that door so that those shackles can be loosed. That worst moment tries to freeze frame you into something that other people may want to define you by. but it is not over. It is not over. And listen to me, as a person who has spent 28 and a half years in prison, a physical prison. I want you to know that worst moment cannot hold a candle to what the potential is for you that awaits. Or you have a yellow brick road set out in front of you. Girl, you have something special that leads out to a greater and a brighter day. That worst moment is not going to hold you any longer. I'm Walt the Motivator, and I want to motivate you to reach past that worst moment, because you have some better days ahead. You have some brighter days ahead. Now, I'm on YouTube, and I'm not any YouTube expert. I'm not any YouTube guru. And I can't tell you right now how to grow your channel to have 1,000 viewers in one day, because I'm not there. But I believe that I'll be there. I believe that one day I can turn around and say, boy, I remember when I only had 20 some subscribers, and maybe a couple of people watched my video, but it's not going to stop me. And I can look back at that day. I believe that I'll be able to, just as I'm able to look back on the worst day, but still come out victorious. Yes, it wasn't easy. And you know what? It's not always easy looking in the mirror. And I'm not talking about some health and beauty tutorial or anything like that, but it's not easy looking in the mirror at what you were. And sometimes we need to do that just to remind us, just to remind you to not be that person anymore, not to accept that situation anymore that got you there, because it was by my choice. And a lot of times it's by your choices. I know, I understand that not everybody had a choice to be where they are, but you have a choice to react to how you will be set free. You have a choice to react on how you will be liberated from that worst moment, how those chains will break, how those shackles will be loosed. You have a choice on how you react to that worst moment. And I want to ask you right now to reach out through the bars, through the doors, through the prison walls, through the barbed wires of your life. Step into this YouTube universe, because there's help out here. There's all kinds of help out here. There's all kinds of things and people, institutions, organizations that can help you. And they're right at your fingertip, right on your cell phone. Some of you think that YouTube is just a fantasy land, but it is real help. There's real help out here. There are real people living real lives. Some people are exaggerating. Some people are out here stunting and flossing or whatever. But I'm not that person. I want you to know I'm not that person that's going to try to flex on you about how much I've made doing this or how much I've got doing that. I'm not flexing. If I ever tell you how much I've got and however much I've made, it is just going to be an inspirational story for you. I'm never going to be the one trying to flex on you. I'm the one that's trying to lift you up. I'll be the one that's trying to support you. I'll be the one that's trying to help you get free. I'm the one that will help you live a better life. Come on up into this YouTube universe. It's right here. Come on up here. And no, I can't do it by myself either. So we can do this together. This YouTube universe stretches far and wide. It goes beyond the physical and geographical boundaries. We don't have to worry about only 2 dimensions or 3 dimensions. This YouTube universe spreads far and wide, and the help you need can be right here at your fingertips. The ability to help set others free is within your experience. It's within your tongue. It's within your mouth that you can help set others free by the words that you speak. Come on, the YouTube universe awaits. Yes, it awaits. It needs you. I'm here. I need you to be here because without you, I'm not even my whole self. Because we are meant to be social. We are meant to unite. We are meant to collaborate. We are meant to unify and be something greater than our own self. So I invite you today. I am Walt the Universe. No, I am Walt the Motivator, inviting you to the YouTube universe. Come on, let's see what we got. If you want to join me, Walt the Motivator, in this great escape to the YouTube universe, then why don't you drop me a comment below? Let me know how you live and let me know what you're expecting out of life. Let me know how I can help you and how you can help me, how we can help each other. I thank you for your time. I appreciate you listening to me. It means the world. It means the universe to me. Thank you very much.